In 2017, Mr. Smith woke up naked in the woods surrounded by beer cans and weed. Next to him was an ancient text labeled Spooky Makiwan, or translated from Quechan, Spooky Gospel. The book held a powerful energy and wisdom that could raise one's spook levels and bring mankind into a new dawn of peace and prosperity. Frantically, Mr. Smith ran through the woods until he tripped over a skeleton which appeared to be wearing old vintage workout clothes. Without hesitation, he quickly donned the new outfit and ran to the nearest town to spread the word on the powerful message he had just received. Eager to get the word out about the spooky gospel, Mr. Smith assembled a small group of musicians and booked a show at a vape shop during the Phoenixville Firebird Festival. He called the group HousePlant and labeled it as a psychedelic funk band. The first HousePlant show was poorly attended, but generally well received, despite being rudely interrupted by professional vapor Kit Harington. After the show, Mr. Smith was contacted by Michael Pullman Jr., a local boat salesman who had recently inherited a modest boat business from his father, who was violently ripped apart by an escalator at the King of Prussia Mall. Michael Pullman offered to sponsor a big show for HousePlant to help him sell the excess of boats he had acquired. Pullman offered to provide 3D cameras and pay for VFX to create a live rendering of Boo Boo Baby Spooky Boy, the powerful deity represented in the ancient text of the Spooky Gospel. The show was called HousePlant's Midsummer's Night Spooktacular in 3D. Unfortunately for HousePlant, Michael Pullman did not come through with the 3D cameras, even after Mr. Smith had loaned him $10,000 to do so. Pullman disappeared for a couple days, but showed up to play drums at the show and provide the VFX needed for Boo Boo Baby Spooky Boy. After this show, Michael Pullman once again vanished without ever paying back Mr. Smith's hefty loan. Saddled with a massive debt, Mr. Smith sought out the help of a new sponsor for his next string of shows. A company called RM Beverage Co. reached out to HousePlant with an offer to sponsor the band with their latest energy drink, Skid, or soy sauce-based caffeinated iodized drink. Despite being loaded with dangerous amounts of sodium and estrogen, the drink was marketed to children. That is, until a horrific puberty accident occurred, resulting in the indictment of CEO Roy Marx. The company was swiftly picked up by Roy's brother, Karl Marx, and the marketing was changed to an edgier vibe that targeted teens over 14 years old. Karl Marx offered to sponsor and pay for the next big HousePlant show, HousePlant's Midsummer's Night Spooktacular 2018, and offered his son Coyd to play the character of Boo Boo Baby Spooky Boy. Coyd was a rowdy and difficult 15-year-old who, due to the side effects of Skidex, went through the process of puberty in a short 24-hour period of time. Coyd's performance of Boo Boo Baby was lackluster, and he ended up getting into an altercation with Mr. Smith that ended with Coyd getting a bottle smashed over his head. About 1 month after the show, Karl Marx unfortunately succumbed to a massive amount of gallstones and died an untimely death, leaving the Skidex empire to his son Coyd. Still upset by the bottle incident, Coyd decided to blackmail Mr. Smith with charges of assault of a minor unless he would make Coyd the manager of HousePlant, thus controlling all of the band's creative output. Prior to COVID-19, Coyd had to leave the country and take care of emergency issues regarding the Skidex factory in Wuhan, China. This left Mr. Smith and HousePlant with more creative flexibility while Coyd was gone, apart from the required Skidex commercials filmed live with patrons of HousePlant concerts. It was around this time that Zeb, a quiet but eccentric local bass player, joined the band. Out of nowhere, Michael Pullman reached out to Mr. Smith to apologize and offered to once again play drums for an upcoming show. Mr. Smith used this opportunity to confront Pullman on stage with a subpoena in an attempt to get his $10,000 back that he had lent Pullman in 2017. Pullman explained he had been held in an Ecuadorian prison for 2 years, so he couldn't pay back Mr. Smith. Realizing Pullman was in a bad place, Mr. Smith forgave Michael Pullman and the two became friends again. With Pullman back in the picture, things with HousePlant were normalizing until Pullman introduced Mr. Smith to a new spirituality he discovered while in Ecuador. The Lotus Program by Pullman Technology Solutions Unlimited was a new tech program that guaranteed better health through the use of old tech. The Lotus Program saw an influx of new members, most notably Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam. Lotus required patrons take a 45-minute consultation which included describing the outside of their living space, any open windows or doors, offering up old tech for the Lotus, and concluded with the designation of a specific Lotus tech level symbolized with a custom pin. Lotus was growing massively, and a live stream concert event was scheduled that included performances by big names in the Philly music scene. Unfortunately, the live stream was cut short in the first performance when Mr. Smith got news that prominent Lotus leader F. Charles McCluskey had been arrested for stealing batteries and Sudafed from a local Walmart and threatening employees with a knife. Michael Pullman held a press conference to dispel any rumors, but ended up revealing more than necessary. After the press conference, Michael Pullman disappeared again. The sudden realization that Lotus was a tech scam blacklisted Mr. Smith in the Philly music scene. A video was compiled of various local musicians who wanted to see Michael Pullman brought to justice. Ignorant to the scandal that had just happened, a Brooklyn-based direct-to-vinyl recording studio called Least of All reached out to the HousePlant to do a live session where fans could pre-order live versions of songs that were etched into a 7-inch record. Motivated by this new opportunity, Mr. Smith hunted down Michael Pullman and made him participate in the session. Apart from a guest call-in from Eddie Vedder, the vinyl recording session did not yield positive results, and once again, Michael Pullman abruptly vanished. Oddly enough, so did Zeb. To try and regain relevance, Mr. Smith decided to put on another spooktacular, this time calling it HousePlant's Spooktacular 3000 with 3 O's. To promote this show, Mr. Smith created a live beat-making Twitch stream called HousePlant's Wheels of Scream stream rated TV-14. The stream did not perform very well, and manager Coyd Marx returned from China to put an abrupt end to it. Coyd had since become a devout Christian and decided to let Mr. Smith continue the big show, but changed the name of the event to HousePlant's Skid Extravaganza to help promote Skidex and rebrand after some bad PR from COVID-19. HousePlant's Skid Extravaganza began with a Bible reading from Coyd, followed by a performance of a classic HousePlant tune by Mr. Smith. The show was interrupted by a conspicuous time machine that was on stage when a golden figure appeared. The gilded man snapped Mr. Smith's neck, killing him, then ripped the heart out of Coyd Marx right on stage in front of an unsuspecting crowd. The man revealed that he was a future version of Mr. Smith named HousePlantBand, sent back in time to prevent a catastrophic apocalyptic future where Coyd Marx becomes ultimate ruler of the world through the highly addictive Skidex empire. Realizing he had an opportunity to play a show without Coyd's overbearing presence, HousePlantBand decided to stay and perform the rest of the show to see if he could once again raise the spook meter and make it the spookiest night of the year. The feeling of uninhibited expression was exhilarating for HousePlantBand. That is, until the time machine began to stir and out popped another figure, this time a woman. It was in fact Coid Marks from the future. Due to an overconsumption of Skidex, Coid's gender had shifted to female because of the excessive amounts of estrogen in each bottle. Coid forced HousePlantBand to perform the Skidex song, and when it wasn't performed up to her standards, she forcibly cut off part of his hair. Stunned and enraged, HousePlantBand attacked Coid and knocked her out. Unfortunately, this altercation destroyed the time machine, leaving the two of them stranded in the year 2023. As a retaliation, Coid forcibly shaved off a chunk of HousePlantBand's beard. This action prompted HousePlantBand to attack Coid and ultimately seal her away within the spooky gospel. Now stranded in the modern era, HousePlantBand has the freedom to express his creativity through relatable comedy songs and spread the word of Boo Boo Baby Spooky Boy in the spooky gospel so that the spook levels of mankind can be raised and everyone can be what they want to believe.